Welcome back. We continue to preview Friday's Game 5 between the Predators and the Blues. As we said, Preds up 3-1, looking to close out the series. And if they do, you can rest assured that Pecorine is going to be a big part of it. A 97 save percentage in these playoffs, playing outstanding hockey, really the best of his career. The 34-year-old leader of the Nashville Predators speaking to the media earlier today.
Done that maybe you can apply to this situation against St. Louis?
I think so. I think anytime you have a chance to close a series, it is hard. It's mentally demanding, and I think the way we did it against Chicago, that was, obviously, maybe you can kind of look back and try to, learn from that experience.
Has it been consistent for you guys every game in terms of approach, do you feel like? I mean,
Yeah, I think we've been, just having a really good mindset, just one game at a time. I know it sounds boring, but, we've been kind of trying to follow that, and it's been working for us. And we've been playing really consistent hockey, which is obviously the main thing behind our success. And, this next game is going to be obviously another huge game.
Does it matter where a team finishes in the regular season once the playoffs start?
I don't really think so. I mean, obviously, especially for us, everybody who's seen our home crowd and home building, you always want to get a home ice advantage, but not really. I feel like if you want to go all the way, if you want to go deep, you're gonna face some of the top teams in the NHL, and you have to beat anybody any given night, and so it doesn't really matter. But obviously, it's still important to play good hockey in regular season, and it's a grueling season, 82 games, and you try to be in a good spot going into the postseason. But then again, I mean, we were 8th seed, and it doesn't really matter.
Did the Kings winning in 2012 perhaps give teams that belief that get in and it doesn't matter where you finish?
I think so, yeah. I think that year from the east side it was New Jersey, right? And they were kind of lower seed as well, and that was a good year kind of for the for those teams to kind of believe in it. And but yeah, every year is different, and nowadays teams are so close to each other, the margin is so small that I think a lot of teams have a chance.
Do you have to stop yourself from thinking that you're on the verge of going to a new level here, or is that sort of as a motivating factor to you that you're so close to?
I think a little bit of both. It's very motivating, but also you don't want to, it's in the back of your head, and you try not to think about it too much. And we know what the situation is, and we need one more win. And but I think again you try to calm yourself down and try to treat it, like all of these, any game in this series. Obviously, we know it's a huge one, and like I said, anytime you have an opportunity to close a series out, you wanna give it your best shot and play your best game. So we know it's going to be a hard battle again.
Are those always the tougher games, you think, in any series, just that last step, the closeout game, the hardest one? Yeah,
it is. I mean, it's a great team out there, and playing in their building, we know they don't want to go out easy. They want to battle. We don't want to give them any hope. We don't want to give them any life, and that's I believe. Last night that was a very physical game. I feel like, it might, we gotta expect it's gonna be a similar kind of game next game.
It's good. Did you see the tape of Lavi's fist pump?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that was,
you guys to see Coach show a little emotion in a big game like that at a big moment?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think we all felt the same way. Everybody wanted to do some kind of fist pump. I mean, at the time that was a huge goal. It was a nothing game. Not a ton of scoring chances for either team, and then finally Ellie kind of broke that. And got that one, and it was a huge goal, and I think a lot of energy kind of came out, and coach also felt it.
You played behind a lot of really good defensemen since you've been here, and that's what Nashville is known for, is for having all of these high-quality defensemen. I'm wondering if that serves to make at least one of them almost always underrated. Ryan Ellis seems to be that player this year. Is that something that you agree with, that just because of how many high-quality defensemen this organization has, that one player who's very important to this team from an outward perspective may be seen as underrated? Yeah, I think so. You pick any of these guys and, they could be top two, defensemen in any team, and, so it is, you have so much talent. You have, Jos and PK and Eki and Ellie, and I mean, so many good defensemen, and it's, I mean, for Ellie, it's obviously nice to see him getting recognized, and he's, but he's for us, he's been the same guy for a long time. So for us, really nothing changes, but it is nice to see him getting recognized, and obviously he's having a tremendous run and scoring a lot of big goals for us, and being, like I've said before, I think this year he's become more of a leader too inside the locker room, and I think that all is just coming together for him, and it's great to see.
Can you talk about his shot a little bit? He's obviously not the biggest guy in the world, but that's a pretty good amount of power in that shot.
Yeah, very hard shot.
What's he do to get that power?
I think it's his technique. I mean, I feel like always the guys who are really good shooting the puck, you don't need to be the strongest guy or the biggest guy. I think it's technique. I guess it's repetition. I would imagine he's always been a really good power play player, and when he gets a chance to pound it one-timer, he's always had a big booming shot, and but I don't know what's behind it. I mean, I guess it's his technique, but it's funny how he shoots the puck. It doesn't make a big sound. It's almost like a silencer. It's weird. Kind of fools you a lot of times, but it comes fast though. It's a hard shot.
Does it compare at all to Shea's, or is Shea just a different level altogether from guys?